Hey guys, so I took a little break for the rest of yesterday. It's a lot more draining than I imagined that it would be. It's a little different when someone's here interacting. Just kind of like updating y'all on my little thoughts on my channel so far. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling good about everything. So anyway, I want to go ahead and do Aquarius today. Ooh, I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and just... Heavenly Father, cover me in the white light of protection. Guide me by the Holy Spirit. And give me the messages that I need to receive today. Please be sure that they're clear and concise and that they help whomever is coming here today for some answers. So all right. I feel like there's some things that need to come to the surface. I feel like someone has a deep yearning to just let some of the things that are deep down within to just come on and clear out. I know it's definitely time. I see a lot of introspecting happening here. A lot of self-illumination, recognizing the patterns that you find yourself in. I do really feel strongly that you're wanting to, I want to say, pull the things that you learned from before, childhood, previous relationships, whatever. And I kind of feel like you want to just like rinse yourself clean of everything you've still been holding on to. It's giving me a sense of recognizing that you're holding yourself back. You get very comfortable and very used to things being one certain way. Having to change that, having to actually stop the momentum of, the patterns that you're used to, it requires you taking a step up and digging yourself out of a hole here. If you notice the ground there, okay, down here is like emotions, things of the past, the darkness, things that were illuminated, things that make you feel less than, things you tried to bury away, things you need to transmute into positive energy. You see the energy there? It's you taking control of all of those emotions, the past, things you learned, etc., etc. Cleansing, knowing that needs to be cleansed out. You see it's in a circle, chasing your own tail. Also cleansing. And this is releasing. Do you see like pulling that up from deep within? A lot of emotion. There is a lot of things prayers that have been heard. I feel like you need to recognize that it took a long time for you to get here. And it's also saying, you've always had this power. You've always been able to take control of the situation. Something in your life had you feeling like you didn't have the power or the control to take care of releasing all of these things. That you're holding on to them very tightly, but that's what weighed you down and didn't allow the lightheartedness and the free spirit, your more authentic self to be shown. So right now there's definitely you know, a light being shined on the fact that you have this control, that you have this power. And it's like going from an energy of chasing your tail and being very, what do you call it? You're stuck in that pattern. You're chasing your tail. Going from that to just sitting still, it's totally different energy. Sitting and being still is difficult for a person who's used to being on the go, who has a lot of patterns and a lot of OCD behaviors. So you have to like learn how to release that. And then, you know, you get yourself into a better situation where you allow new opportunities to come in. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. One card. So let's see what else we have here. Yeah. So, you know, what I feel is definitely the thing that's fueling you right now is wanting to master yourself, your life, your family situation, your marriage, your friendships. You're wanting to deepen yourself. This is, you know, that digging within again. That digging within, sitting still, puts focus on what's important and what's not. At this time, I would have to say that there is a lot of illumination happening in your life. If you, and I kind of feel like both, this is growing. Like, I mean, if you look at these pictures here, okay, this was the first one. See the light in the background, the ground here. Now look at this one. I don't know if you can see what, okay. The darkness of this ground in here looks like this. The light in the background of this one is like the light in the back of this one. So it's like you're so very, very, very close to manifesting exactly what you want. I mean, you might already have a family, but at this time, you're by yourself. And to me, this is letting me know that there's a lot of looking at your own darkness right now. And maybe even some sense of unworthiness. I feel like, look at the black, you know, he's wearing this black hoodie. He's got his head covered. You know, sometimes head covering can be a good thing, but sometimes it's a symbol of shame. So, okay. All right. So it's saying here that there's a lot of truths that were revealed, hidden things, maybe things that were emotional, painful, uncomfortable to talk about, all of that. And I think it made you really reevaluate some things in your life. You had to look at, you got your eyes closed. It's really recognizing here that you are tapping in, allowing your family, the love of your family, and the releasing of the hidden things. Also learning to love yourself. The bowl here, you know, the bowl here, those are like singing bowls, but you know, I kind of feel like this is telling me that right now, you know how they have cups and you give your own cup, you know, pour into yourself. I feel like you really need a whole bowl. You need to continue to really feed yourself first. Love yourself abundantly, really. Not necessarily feed yourself. It's not necessarily about food, but spiritually, emotionally. Being solid and saving some for you. Yeah. So let's see what else we have. I like that. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse, it could be a loss, financial loss. Or, sometimes it's not even a financial loss. It could be something that is of value to you and you're taking a loss. Not being happy about taking a loss. Not wanting to see, trying to hold yourself steady. Because this is that King of Cups in the upright was in between these two. The secrets and the loss. Holding yourself steady. So right now, there's a big emphasis on, you keeping it together. Or taking these losses, dealing with these hidden things, and remaining peaceful, despite how crazy it looks. That's a lot. All right, Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. So the Queen of Cups came out. Excuse me. Okay. Queen of Cups came out in reverse, as well as the Hierophant in reverse. This is clarifying the Nine of Cups in reverse. So there's a situation where a higher level of commitment, could be someone you're living with, a boyfriend you've been with a long time, or even a marriage, okay? And it's showing me that the female energy in this situation, because you're showing as the King of Cups, okay? And that's a good position. Upright is in a good position. But this situation, although you're maintaining your cool during this time, your queen, your divine counterpart, is not doing well. Matter of fact, I feel like with it being in reverse, not only is she bitter and not being loving and not being her true self, but she's drowning in emotions. That looks like water. It is water, actually. It is water at the bottom there. Her emotions are out of control. Very much upset about this separation. So, I'm looking at everything here and, this is definitely explaining why we have you working very hard at making changes in your life. Not only in your life, but this is also showing me that with the Ten of Pentacles, you want to be grounded and solid in every area, not just love, not just money. This is the whole kit and caboodle. You want the wife, the kids, the dog, the little, picket fence, if that's what she's into. But right now, you and your counterpart are not talking at all. There's no communication, or the communication is really not great. Okay, and Justice is here. So when Justice comes in on a situation like this, there was an imbalance on this whole partnership. And with all the cups that we have here, the Nine of Cups, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Justice. At this time, the Divine is really showing you, what you had. It kind of reminds me of that, the Christmas Carol thing. I feel like you are still within reach. I feel that you're still in reach, because if you weren't, I think your King of Cups would be in reverse. So the family's still close enough here, but it's not how you expect it or how you want it, or the communication is not there. But when you have the Justice card in the upright, it lets you know that the scales will be balanced. And right now, there's an adjustment that is happening in spirit that's manifesting in the physical. So we're actually seeing Justice being here, because apparently the situation was pretty intense and there's a separation. And for what was done, for the secrets that were revealed, is why Justice is here. Okay, so that could be different for a lot of different people in scenarios, but the bottom line of this story is someone had something special, and there was some troubles. There was some things hidden, and it could be on both sides, honestly, because there's two wolves here, one white, one black, so it could be two. There was a lot of choices to be made in this union. There's a lot of history here with all those pentacles. There's a lot of deep love here. Obviously, there's Queen and Cup. There's a twin flame connection, possibly a karmic connection based on what's here. Yeah, so justice is here. There's a lot of things that this should be in the upright. When it's, a happy union, you have fond memories. This is, someone you've known for a long time or have history with. When it's in the reverse, it's explaining that there's a lot of bad times. And in this situation, right now, the energy is definitely reflecting the bad times. At the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay, let's see why. Yeah, okay, so the Emperor is here on the bottom of the deck. What's not seen that's a lot of cards, but we'll take a peek. New opportunity in love. Walking towards the light, being divinely guided. A union of some sort, a serious union, or a new house, or a new marriage. Something that's stable. Let's go ahead and see if we can get one card instead. Why is the Emperor here? Knight of Swords. The Emperor can sometimes indicate someone who is going to be, conquering new things, making new plans. An Emperor, he takes over territories. The Emperor in the upright is a great thing. That's someone that's very ambitious, most likely attractive, successful, fair. The Emperor is, he's going to be affectionate as well. And sometimes he's very social, but sometimes he needs his privacy too. Excuse me. It's showing me the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords. Okay, so it feels to me that the Emperor, or what's not being seen, is that someone's going to want to take some action here pretty quickly. But at this time, I feel like this person is resting, but they're getting their strategy together while they rest. So you could be the Emperor, or the person you're dealing with could be the Emperor or Empress, depending on if you're masculine or feminine. So what's not being seen is someone is powering up right now and get ready to kind of like slingshot themselves into some new stuff. I feel like they're prepared to take some action. They're resting now and preparing for action. That's pretty interesting. All right, well, Aquarius, I did this read a little bit different. I don't know if anyone's following or not, but I hope that you liked it. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna do a couple of other things with the other decks, and then we'll wrap it out. It's already been like 19 minutes, so this one's coming flying out. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So, get out of this funk that you're in. When you're trying to manifest, you don't want to be in a funk. You definitely need to be feeling like your best you. So, whether you, go out with your little friends or whatever, and you put on your freakum dress, or you go out with your boys and, have your guys' night, whatever makes you feel like your most authentic you. Not you married, not you with kids. I'm not saying do anything crazy if you're married. What I'm saying is do something that is totally you. something that you do that you've loved to do, or a new thing that you love to do that you're passionate about, but do that. And hey, if you're flirty, flirt. I mean, it looks like you probably might not want to be flirting, depending on, it looks like you're trying to manifest something back, but maybe you need to be a little bit flirtier with your partner here that you're trying to manifest back into your zone. So let's see what else. Passion. This one was already upside down. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Do you. Go do something that makes you feel good. Really good. Because you're trying to manifest it in the... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, that's way too many cards here. I feel like I've been messy today. Like I'm just throwing stuff. All right. Well, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You know, what Spirit is giving to me on this is that I said this has been a situation that has been, you know, a long-term relationship, most likely. And I feel like, you know, when you first meet someone, you're one person, you're an individual before you met them. Then you get together, you blend, you know, you learn a lot of things from each other. You go through a lot of different experiences. You know, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 40 years down the line, you need to revisit who you're with and like make sure you're still compatible. Because sometimes you can just be trying to put, you know, a square peg in a round hole, or, you know, just, you know, banging your head against the wall with a situation where, you know, you're just, it might be compatibility. So, and that's not always necessarily a bad thing. They might be different and you might be on different pages, but then what you do is you revisit, like you're dating again. You know, you're finding out, okay, wait. So what? You like, what kind of books now? Or you're into what now? I didn't even know you're doing that. When are you doing that? Am I at work when you're doing that? Like, you should know more things about each other, and you should know the new things that you like. And maybe you're not going to like that same thing either, but even just kind of exposing like, hey, this is me now. This is the new version, the 2.0, 3.0. Keep on like keeping each other updated on where you're at in life. So, you know, for those of you who want to still work this out, then keep an open mind that your person might be different than they were 5 years ago. Stop keeping them to that standard. See who they are now and work from now, and stop holding them to all the old stuff, which is easier said than done. Trust that I know that. But what I'm saying is, if you're trying to work it out, then you have to change the mindset. Maybe they're already in that mindset that they will adjust and adapt and will be leaving things behind. But maybe they need to see that you're going to do that. Like, I feel like this is definitely someone who needs to take accountability and like be honest with themselves about what they want. And then they won't have to lie to other people, you know? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You know what? When you're with someone and you're, you know, opening up, be vulnerable, allow them in. You know, this could be a situation where someone didn't let someone in, or it could be a situation where someone didn't feel comfortable being themselves because, you know, you're toxic and nobody can talk to you. There's a bunch of different reasons why, you know, things fall apart, and like really trying to get down to the nitty gritty of it is cool and it's awesome. But at some point, some people want to give up. So it says engagement here. This could be working. You could be manifesting and like starting a whole new plate and a whole new slate with this person. But even, you know, sometimes ascending to a higher level of commitment and engagement, that could be a lot of things too. Not even just engagement. That could be an engagement that you meet up with a certain person, and it could be a family member, a friend, someone. It was like meant to be that y'all are intertwined in each other's lives. And sometimes a relationship could turn into a friendship, and it could be weird for a long time. But at the same time, like if y'all suck as a married couple, but y'all know y'all are solid otherwise, like for whatever reason y'all can't get on the same page, but You know, like if you need somebody to go and pick up NyQuil for you on their way home from work, that you can call and ask that or something. You know, like just somebody, you know, like looking out, somebody that's looking out. And sometimes for some of us people who feel like you are always an outcast or a black sheep, or don't feel like you really have a place in the world, meeting someone that you vibe with and that you can chill with or that you can do things with, and it doesn't always have to be sexual. It could just be one person caring about another person. And to me, sometimes being a friend could be a lot deeper than, you know, the relationship can be a lot deeper without the sex, because you could get sex anywhere. But like there's some kind of bond that you have that gets ruined because you were stuck in a relationship, but you have a bond. And that can even be a whole bunch of different scenarios. But anyway, I digress. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Look, there's a flirt, passion, keep an open mind, engagement, and honeymoon. All of this is totally possible. We have free will. Well, you know, God's definitely going to step in when he feels like you're not doing what you need to be doing, especially when he knows you're his child. But there's also, you know, a lot of different situations where people are needing to open their minds up to the fact that it's not all black and white sometimes. And there's a lot of gray area. Sometimes people can get tired of gray. Sometimes somebody needs bold black or bold white, like be on a team, pick a side. Right now you're in the gray. Wherever you get to a point where you decide what you want, the boldness, the gray will go away, and it'll either be white or it'll be black, or it'll be yes or it'll be no. Clarity. So instead of stressing and freaking out and crying and thinking about all the things that have gone wrong, what you do is you wake up every morning and you're like, yes, fresh air, a new day, possibilities, I'm blessed. And even though you have like some 5 big things exploding in your life, I want you to count like the 20 things that you know are consistently good and blessed and stable in your life. Like if we could just balance the scales of where we keep our thoughts, then we can manifest something greater, something bigger. We can surprise ourselves. So, anywho, my friends, I feel like I needed to get on here and do at least one video before my kids get home from school, and keep this thing consistent. So, I'm here for it. If you have questions or something more in depth that you would like me to do with you, right now I'm just rambling and getting comfortable in front of my camera. So, if you don't like it, I'm just messing around anyway, whatever. Yeah, but anyway, like and subscribe if you don't mind. And let me know if you have any questions, folks. I'm here for it. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Take it easy, y'all.